In recent times, movies have not just been a medium of storytelling, but also to send a message, to make a statement. Movie makers love to add subtle messages, Easter eggs, and certain eye-catching scenes and moments in movies to either create suspense or make the viewer stop, pause, and rewind to actually go back and see whether they saw what they actually saw. Some of these scenes and moments may not necessarily move the plot, but it certainly moves the audience in watching certain scenes in movies. Some may even call them fan services. So let's take a look at some of these top 10 most paused hard moments or scenes in movies. At number 10, we have Who Framed Roger Rabbit, that car crash scene. This movie is one of the all-time classics, and it's one of the few movies which actually blended animation and live action, and one of the most beloved characters in this movie is Jessica Rabbit. People may have been used to Disney and their formulated princess-like characters, all sweet and innocent, but Jessica Roberts, when she arrived in this movie, was a breath of fresh air. With a seductive voice, figure and charm, no wonder people lost their minds over her. And one of the moments that turned some of the perverts into more rabbit-crazed dogs was the car crash scene. When a twin car crashes into a pole, Jessica Rabbit flies out of the car, her dress flapping in the air just enough in a single frame for people to notice that she was not wearing underwear. Those who designed her character and animated her in this particular scene, this was definitely intentional. At number 9, we have Cool World, Hollywood spreading her legs. Now, some may watch this movie and may say this is just a discount framed Roger Rabbit's type of movie, and even compare Jessica Rabbit's character to Hollywood, and I mean, they won't be totally wrong there. This movie follows Frank Harris, played by Brad Pitt, who gets into a crash and is transported into this cartoon-like alternate world. Now, in this particular hot scene that we are talking about, Harley tries to seduce Frank's character to sleep with her, because when inhabitants in this world, who are called doodles, sleep with humans, they will be able to turn human, and that's what Holly really wants. And this scene, oh, the way she moves, the way she walks, the way she talks, and when she sits down and spreads her legs, oh my. I think I speak the truth when I said that people were slowing this video down, rewinding and pausing. At number 8, we have Fast Times at the Ridgemont High, that swim scene with Phoebe Cates. Now, most people who grew up in the 80s, most of them had a crush on this lady. I mean, come on, look at her. So in this movie, Phoebe plays Linda Barrett, who in one point in the movie decides to take a dip in the pool. From afar, Judge Hamilton's character Brad, who was watching, fantasizes her walking out of the pool in a hot, steamy way and taking off her bra. I bet those who had their VHS tapes had paused the movie, and I bet some may even have recorded it. At number 7, we have the 1967 movie The Graduate, a truly classic film and an Oscar-winning one at that, and it stars Dustin Hoffman in this amazing performance-filled movie, who moves in with his parents after completing college and struggles to find a purpose or direction in his life, and in the course of the movie meets this woman twice his age called Mrs. Robinson, who seduces him. These movies may have caused controversy and chaos back in the day with this broad-minded story, but if this hadn't happened, we wouldn't have had one of the most paused moments in movie history.
Well, I don't know. For God's sake. Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me.
Now at number 6, we have The Wolf of Wall Street, the nursery scene. This iconic Leonardo DiCaprio and Margot Robbie's movie is on top of the list when you count movies with most cursed words in them. In this classic scene of theirs, Margot Robbie teases Leonardo DiCaprio's character and torments him even more by giving him a no-touching rule as she seduces him. But what Margot Robbie's character doesn't realize that there are cameras all over the room recording every part of their show. I mean, look at DiCaprio. Many people who watched this movie wish they were in his place.
So take a good look, Daddy.
Yeah. But no touching.
At number 5, we have She's the Man, starring Channing Tatum and Amanda Bynes in this fun gender-bending romantic comedy where Amanda plays a girl named Viola who impersonates her brother Sebastian to be on the football team. Now, in the course of the movie, she falls in love with a roommate. Yep, Channing Tatum. I mean, who can blame her? And by the end of the movie, she tries to confess her feelings to him, and that's where things get weird and chaotic. She tries to prove that she's Viola and not Sebastian, moves her wig, but is still doubt. Then she does the unthinkable and lifts up her shirt. Many people have paused this scene over and over again, looked for Blu-rays, deleted scenes in hope of seeing more, but sadly, this is all they get.
Okay then.
Merciful Jesus.
At number 4, we have Total Recall, the original, the amazing Arnold Schwarzenegger's classic. The story follows Douglas Quaid, who can't seem to be dreaming of Mars. This action thriller X movie just starts going crazier and crazier with each scene and reveal about how he got into Mars, his life, what happened to his memories, and everything in between. And in one of these iconic parts of the movie, he meets a woman with 3 large melons. Yeah, 3. Now, if that's not a moment to pause on, then I don't know which is. At the third spot, we have The 7-Year Itch, starring Marilyn Monroe. One of Marilyn's iconic movies and perhaps her most iconic scenes is in this movie. Now in this movie, Marilyn Monroe tempts our married protagonist Richard Sherman, and using every tool that she has, she stands over a vent which blows up a dress and she quickly holds it down. This movie moment has been paused so many times that it's hard to believe it's even in the movie. Some may even think that it is a photo shoot or some sort, and you can't even fault them at that. It's been so popular that people have recreated it in different forms of movies, TV shows, animations. A prime example is Bruce Almighty.
And he saw that it was good.
Netflix is making a movie about her life and starring Ana de Armas, and you can be sure this iconic movie is going to be in the movie. Secondly, we have Titanic, Jack drawing Rose. This movie is one of the few movies that has actually brought tears to my eyes, and is so iconic with its music, the characters, the actors who brought them to life. This was just amazing. One of the most iconic scenes in this movie is when Rose tells Jack to draw her, but only in a diamond necklace. There are so many iconic scenes in this movie as well, such as Jack and Rose getting it on in that car, the iconic handprint. But even this scene can't compare to this, which some may even arguably say is the most paused movie moment in history. Now, taking the number 1 spot is Basic Instinct, the interrogation scene. This moment just had to go to Sharon Stone's scene. Like, even her portrayal in this movie as the sexy murderess Catherine Trammell made her a sex symbol in the 90s, even moving on to the 2000s. In the moment where some may even say marked a significant point or moment in her career is the interrogation scene where she's being questioned about the murder of her boyfriend. With a tactical play by her part, she uncrosses her leg and crosses it to the other side. She exposes her that she's gone full commando. Like, to say this is the most paused moment in movie history is just an understatement. People have edited, re-edited this scene so much that it's even comical. Now that's it for the list. I know there are other moments that are most paused when it comes to movies. There are even other TV shows out there that also fit this category. So let me know in the comments below what you thought of this. These scenes in these movies that were left in for the fans, quote-unquote fan services, or added to the plot of the movie. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. It helps the channel out. And also subscribe, turn on that post notification bell not to miss any other video. And if you like a part 2, leave a comment also. Now that's it for the video. As always, Nedis AGA. See you guys in the next one.